How's it going, everyone? Welcome to A3 Reviews, and today we're reviewing Doctor Sleep.
When I was a kid, there was a place. A dark place. They closed it down and let it rot. But the things that lived there,
Hello, Daddy.
they come back.
This movie has a lot of hype coming up to the release of the film, and especially coming off of Stanley Kubrick's The Shining. But this film is not necessarily a sequel to The Shining, Kubrick's film. It's more of a sequel to the novel, The Shining. But it rides a line very well between the movie and the book. And it ignores some stuff that Stanley Kubrick did, but it's for its own creative narrative that the book set up, and it stayed closer to the book because that's where Doctor Sleep, the novel, takes place, is right after the book, so that's where this movie kind of takes place. I think it was a really great choice having Ewan McGregor play Danny. He plays him so well and so vulnerable that you get a sense of that he is the same person, if not a little bit different, just an older, a little bit more wiser version of the child that we saw in the first Shining. Rebecca Ferguson's character is really, really well done. She entices you, she brings you closer, and almost in a way like Pennywise, really catches you off guard. And so it's just really, really well done in that respect. The rest of the cast in this film is really, really strong, especially Kylie Curran does a great job playing the character Abra in this film. It's something new, it's a new character that we are not familiar with, but she does a great job playing her vulnerability, playing a little bit of arrogance with shining ability. And with this movie, it expands the world a little bit more, because it shows that, okay, there's other people who have the shine, but they have different abilities, or they have different experiences with the shine than Danny did in the first Shining. Dr. Sleep does a great job expanding on the groundwork that The Shining laid out, and in doing so, it expands the world into showing you there's other people with the shine and their abilities and their experience with it. And that's what this movie, I feel like, does a great job doing so, because when you're doing that, or when they do that, you are enraptured in this world, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what's this person's power, what are they doing, and what can they do, and what's the extent of their ability. And I think it's a great job. I think it's a really interesting take on that type of power and on that type of ability. I think the only few detractors for me was there are some flashbacks in the movie, and they didn't do any de-aging, but they did some recasting for the young Jack Nicholson character and Shelley Duvall character, and even Danny when he was a child, and even some of the ghosts. Personally, it took me out of the movie a little bit, because I know, I'm like, okay, it just looked like they got a look-alike actor and told them, okay, do his best to be this character, and it worked because I was really into the story. It's a strong story, really well told, but seeing the faces and knowing it's not that person, it really threw me a little bit. But that being said, I think this movie did a great job with its execution. It's very disturbing in some moments, but don't go into this movie thinking it's going to be a horror movie. It's more of a suspense mystery film with some horror elements, and I think they did a really great job handling that. There are some few twists and turns and surprises that I didn't see coming, and I was pleasantly surprised. This movie can stand with the original Shining, not in quality, but I'd say in storytelling, and it does a great job doing so. Definitely go check out this movie in theaters. Comes out this Friday.
They're coming. Where are we going?
There's a place. You sure you want to do this?
I'm ready.
Yes, you run, dear. And then I will find you, and you scream for years.
Come and play with us forever and ever.